Hey guys, it's Greg here with Girder Music. Wanted to shoot a video to show you a lot of our rare vintage, hard to find, what we label here platinum copies. And most of it's vinyl. We have a rare section on our website at girdermusic.com. You can simply click on the tab at top that says rare. Find many of the items that I'm getting ready to show you now. I'm not going to show you everything. There's a lot there, but we've had a lot of requests of customers and people inquiring about the condition of items, and especially since we have sealed copies, they want to know if it's flat, if there's any corner bends, if there's any plastic rips. And as a collector myself, I'm very much in tune with an interest in what condition the product is in, not just the actual vinyl itself, but the sleeve, the cover, the plastic, the call-out sticker on the front, and all those things that us as collectors really value. So anyway, we have this entire section on our website dedicated to limited editions, rare, hard to find, one of a kinds, mostly vinyl, and that's actually what I'm going to show you today. We do have other things that aren't vinyl, but this video is for those. So I'm just going to start it off and show you some of the things that we have. So Sweet Comfort Band, Perfect Timing, factory sealed, and this is Light Records 1984 Lexicon Music. So there's the front and there's the back for you. So again, factory sealed, perfectly flat, beautiful copy of Sweet Comfort Band, Perfect Timing. The next one up is, I'm actually going to take it out of the plastic. I don't know if you guys do this, but I keep much of our stuff in clear plastic cellophane. I've already removed some of it to eliminate the noise and the sound on the video here, but Barren Cross, Rock for the King, front and back. This is one of my favorite all-time albums back in the 80s. So 1986 Star Song. Again, factory sealed, never been opened, really flat, beautiful copy, no corner dents. You know, some of these will have just a tiny little, tiny little edge wear, but we do our best to try to describe it complete so that you know the condition. If there's any ring wear on the cover, we'll try to let you know that. If there's any ripped plastic, if it has a call-out sticker. But again, we just figured this video is going to be is going to help you find what you're looking for and really know the condition. We have a few copies of these. Barren Cross, Atomic Arena, Enigma Records. There's the back. There's the front. Again, great album. We have, I think we're down to about 6 or 7 copies of these left. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Stryper fan. Here's Stryper, In God We Trust, sealed, no plastic rips. Some of the plastic will, cause the cardboard to bend a little bit if it's too tight. Anything I get, I actually open. I don't keep the plastic on it for the most part because it can cause a little bit of damage to the cover. Benson Enigma, so that's In God We Trust. This is a beautiful piece. Stryper, Soldiers Under Command. This is the limited edition white cover. Or white cover. White vinyl. It's not a white cover. That'd be the Beatles' White Album. Anyway, so Circle shows the limited edition white vinyl right here. Also put it down the sticker. The sticker is on the plastic, not on the actual record itself, if that matters to you. There is a tiny bit of plastic coming off right here, but I'm going to move the record over in front of the microphone. Hopefully that it didn't impact my voice too much. Anyway, another beautiful copy. Stryper's Yellow and Black Attack. This was the theoretically a third version of Yellow and Black Attack that came out, and I'll explain a little bit more in a second. But this is has 4 songs. They did an EP before this one. that did not contain My Love Will Always Show, nor did it contain Reason for the Season. This one does have both of those songs on there. Again, these are original call-out stickers on the front of these. And so it's Enigma. Again, Enigma has a Benson logo as well. Factory sealed, perfectly flat. We have a few copies of these. Guessing 8-9 copies. Actually, here's another one already in the plastic. I said that was actually the third version of Yellow and Black Attack. A lot of people think there was just 2 versions. There was actually 3, and I'll explain. So this is the second version. And the reason why it's the second version is the first version of the EP, which was just the 3 songs on either side. The first version was actually a yellow vinyl. This one's a black vinyl. And you'll know the difference when you find these is because the RS, which stood for Robert Sweet, Michael Sweet, Tim Gaines, Oz Fox, Robert Sweet, was actually cut off. So you didn't see the RS in the bottom. So if you ever find one of those, that should be a yellow vinyl. This is Enigma. Stryper To Hell with the Devil autographed version. And again, it's autographed. We had to open it up. I keep a lot of my product like this. We'll keep the vinyl separate. We'll put them in new sleeves, but it is autographed by all 4 original members. One of the reasons why that's really important now is Tim Gaines is no longer with Stryper. So if that's new news to you, you can go on the internet and read all about all that nonsense. I'm not going to get into that. Neither am I here. I'm friends with every one of those guys in the band. Love them all immensely. So this is a autograph version that includes Tim Gaines' autograph. You're not going to find any more of these because he's no longer with the band. So these are limited supply. I have 2 copies for anyone that wants one. Daniel Amos, Fearful Symmetry, factory sealed. Oh, by the way, that Stryper album, it was opened obviously just to get the autographs. The vinyl's never been touched. Here, let me just pull it out real quick. Never been touched except for me handling the edge. So anyway, factory sealed, beautiful copy. It has the Enigma label on it as well. And again, that was the Enigma Records logo, as you can see down here. Back to Daniel Amos, Fearful Symmetry. Beautiful copy, factory sealed. We have a couple copies. This one happens to have just a little bit of wear there on the corner, but hard to find these. Daniel Amos, Doppelganger. A couple of different Doppelgangers. Most of them have a little saw cut right here, which they cut them whenever they went, they'd start not to press them anymore, right? They became out of stock or out of print, I guess would be the correct terminology. So again, sealed copy, Daniel Amos, Doppelganger. Daniel Amos, Vox Humana? Not sure how you pronounce that. Sealed copy, beautiful copy. It's got an original, contains Home Permanent, When World Collides, Sanctuary, and more. It's got a call-out sticker right here on the front. Again, that's on the plastic, not on the vinyl itself. Daniel Band, Straight Ahead, sealed copy. Refuge International. Daniel Band was actually from Canada. Great Christian rock band. Now a load of Resurrection Band titles, or Res Band, sealed copy of DMZ. Got a sealed copy of Hostage. Hostage, this was Sparrow. Also available in high quality cassette. It's very important. It's got the original buy 4 get 1 free sticker on the front, on the plastic itself, which we love. One of my absolute favorite albums Colors. This is the gatefold. You can tell it's the gatefold when you look here. You can see that closely. Light Records, 1980 Lexicon Music. Beautiful, beautiful copy. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Again, gatefold version. Here's another real hard to find record. Res Silent Screams, sealed copy. I'll probably just not tell you it's sealed anymore since I've said that on almost every one of them. They're all sealed copies. That's what the video is about. So again, zero wrong with this. Perfect corners. Every single corner is perfect. It's not been dropped on the corner. There's no plastic ripping. I mean, this thing looks like it came right from the factory. It's crazy. So 1988 Girder Records. Another amazing gatefold, Mommy Don't Love Daddy Anymore by Resurrection Band. Plastic is splitting just a tiny bit right there. It's just kind of coming unsealed. Other than that, the plastic is like really tight on this. Corners are absolutely perfect on it. Nothing wrong at all. This is a mint copy, as well as the Silent Screams is a mint copy, and the Resurrection Band Colors is mint. I mean, these all look like they just came right from the factory. We don't see too much Resurrection Band stuff sealed in incredible condition like this. So whenever I see albums, I want to sing a song. I want to be a clone. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so anyway, back to the video. Steve Taylor on the Fritz. Obviously, the song I was singing was I Want to Be a Clone, which is not on this album, but anyway, great. So it's sealed. It's got a little bit of a bend right here. A bend meaning it's not like bent but there's a little bit of a crease that apparently got dropped at one point. Doesn't affect the record. Again, the plastic is incredible condition. Tiny little rip in the plastic here. Again, I'm just being really picky because I'm a collector, and yeah. So anyway, we only have one copy of that. One copy of the Res Bands that I showed you. Daniel Band on Rock, one and only copy. Factory sealed, Lamb and Lion Records, 1982. There's the back. There's the front. Again, really nice condition record. Again, looks like it came from the factory. We have a few of these. We have about 10 of these left. Daniel Band, Run from the Darkness. Again, amazing. Canadian Christian rock band. This was my favorite album. They had that song 16 on here. Run from the Darkness, Walk on the Water. This was just absolutely amazing. So 1984 Refuge Records. Got, I think, 3 copies of this one. Daniel Band, Rise Up. One of the reasons I wanted to show you all this is Christmas is getting ready to come up. Couple months. This is when people start buying up this stuff because they know they're not going to get anything. So if you're buying something for your husband or you're buying something because you're a collector, this stuff will be scarped up fast when it comes to Christmas time, and we rarely have any of this stuff left. So this is an incredibly rare copy to find sealed. This thing was going, it's ridiculous. This thing was going on Amazon for like $399. It's the DeGarmo Key No Turning Back Live, the sealed copy, which obviously fetches a lot higher value, was going for that. So this has just a tad bit of ring wear. I put some extra lights up here so that it really kind of shows off the condition of these, but the plastic's completely tight. It's not ripped anywhere. It's a gatefold. Heavy. I think this is a double album. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So it is definitely a double album on Lamb and Lion, 1982. We've been promoting this a lot because this is one of the coolest things we have ever found. So first of all, got 2 of these. So Carmen, God's Not Finished With Me. When you looked on Wikipedia about a year ago, you did not see this album listed. This was not listed in the Carmen discography. We got this from a guy named Jimmy Lloyd who was the executive producer for Carmen. He was a worship leader. Carmen came up to him when he was a teenager, said, "Hey, I want to get in the music business. Can you help me?" He's like, "Well, the first thing we got to do is get you on an album." There was only 500 of these pressed back in the day. So this thing is just, I mean, it's 1980. This thing was actually made in 1979. This is so unbelievably rare. And we authenticated this actual album by actually visiting with Carmen and giving him one because he did not have one. And days after I received these from Jimmy Lloyd, we actually went to a Carmen show, went and spoke with him backstage, and got him to autograph one for us. So it was autographed 9/24 of 16. So a year and 2 days ago. So anyway, completely autographed. Again, this is a open copy because obviously we got him to autograph it. So incredibly rare piece of merchandise. So if you're a Carmen fan, this is a must-have. I didn't know anything about this album. This was really exciting. Larry Norman Presents Lyrics, Lyrix. So this is 1982 Chapel Lane, but it also has a Star Song. I follow Star Song a lot. I never saw this album, so I didn't know anything about it. So maybe some of you guys out there are like, wow, for somebody that seems to know music as much as you do, Greg, you should have known about that. I didn't. I have no idea why. It just kind of escaped me. But anyway, was really happy to see this. So for any Larry Norman fans out there, this was a Larry Norman Presents Lyrics, Songs from the Earth. Great album, factory sealed. Ulf, Entertainers and Soldiers. In My Dreams. I don't know why I said Entertainers and Soldiers. Oh, that was his CD. I should edit that part of the video out, but I won't. I'll leave it. Ulf Christensen, In My Dreams. Ulf was the lead singer of the band Jerusalem. So factory sealed. It's the only copy we have. Lamb and Lion Records, 1982. Brian Duncan, Holy Rollin', factory sealed. Light Records. There's the front. There's the back. I'm going to whip through these. We love this. Norma Jean, Oh God, The Aftermath, factory sealed. I think this is a colored vinyl. I think it's red. I don't know because it's sealed. Tom Franzak, autographed copies. I'm not going to take this out of the plastic, but there's his autograph right there. Walk That Talk. We also have a Tom Franzak autographed copy of Shadowboxing. This is kind of cool. Band called Nutshell, Begin Again. 1978 Myrrh Records. Sorry for all the reflections. Dawn Treader. Really rare. Star Song. Huge Star Song logo. Bottom 1978 Star Song. So any Star Song fans out there, Dawn Treader. Great artwork. Just absolutely amazing. This thing is a gatefold too. I've wanted to open this thing up forever because it's a gatefold record. You can tell by the weight, there's only one record in here. But I want to see the artwork because the artwork's so beautiful in the back and the front. If you know anything about Dawn Treader, let me know in the comments if you're looking at this thing on YouTube. Mark Farner, Grand Funk Railroad. Original call-out sticker. It's Mark Farner, Just Another Injustice. Mark Farner was obviously with Grand Funk Railroad. Great picture of him on the back here. Frontline Records, 1988. Got a sealed copy of David and the Giants. Some plastics coming off just right here on the corner. That's it. This Mark Farner, by the way, it looks like it's came right from the factory. David and the Giants. A little bit of a, maybe just the plastic kind of pulling the corners just a little bit. But anyway, this was a great album. In 3D. By the way, we have a few copies of Mark Farner, Just Another Injustice. Only one copy of Inhabitants of the Rock. In 3D, no glasses needed. Front and back, Refuge Records. Again, factory sealed, beautiful condition. A little bit of plastic and a little bit of a nick there, but we got a couple different copies. We'll pull out the best one. The ever so famous Keith Green, Prodigal Son. Keith Green was obviously Jesus Music founder. This is 1983, Last Days music. 1 second here. Rick Kua, No Mystery. It's the only copy we have. Factory sealed. It's beautiful. Just kind of looking at the condition again here as I'm explaining it. Refuge Records, 1983. Absolutely beautiful. Prodigal, we have a few of these. Sorry for all the stuff on the front. We were just explaining what it is, but this is Prodigal Electric Eye. Got a couple different Prodigals out there. 3 different titles, I believe, from Prodigal, but this is a beautiful, beautiful Prodigal. Electric Eye, Heartland Records, 1984. One of my favorite bands growing up. Band called Second Chapter of Acts. Singer Soar, this was my favorite album by them. Factory sealed, beautiful plastic, tight corners, just a little bit of the plastic coming off. Oh man, bad reflection right here, right here. Force 3, Warriors of Light. I'm not going to take all these out of the plastic, but I think you'll get the gist. Well, actually, I'll take it out of the plastic because the plastic has a bunch of markings on it, and I know this thing is just absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Trying to show some good reflections there. Force 3, Warriors of Light. Hard album to find. Sealed. Mylon Lefevre, Broken Heart, Factory Sealed, Myrrh Records, 1985, Sheeps and Wolf Clothing. Remember that song, Gospel Ship? Sorry, I'm just reliving some moments here. This one, this is crazy. So, Contagious, Free Indeed. This was Regency Records, 1988 Regency. Just an absolutely stunningly beautiful copy. Factory sealed. Just absolutely love it. My kind of stuff. I'm a snob when it comes to collecting vinyl records. I like my stuff in perfect condition. So, Jeff Moore in the distance. We're gonna pass on that. Well, this one's an open copy, but we have 2, I think 3 sealed copies. So anyway, this one's not an actual copy. And the only other thing I wanted to show you was a Tim Shepard diary. I don't know a lot about Tim Shepard. This was 1976 Green Tree Records. I did look this up. This has quite a bit of value to it. I'm not quite sure why. We do have a few copies of these if you're looking for new factory sealed versions. So anyway, so that's it for my video. That's way longer than I actually wanted this thing to be. So I'm going to stop there. You want any of these, you can go to girdermusic.com, click on the Rare tab. I'll leave links up and below this video for you so that you can go right there and buy the stuff as you need. That's it. We'll see you. Thank you.